So here I am trying to help Lann find his, what's his name here? Sapamelik. I was looking up for the guide here. Looks like he was back here where we fought the assassins. You can go down these stairs apparently. Conversations hung after my ears.
Something over there.
Something over where? Up here? Okay.
Follow me.
Lann drops to his knees, his breath coming out in rattling gasps. He looks at you, trying to say something, black liquid bubbling on his lips. His human eyes turned white. Something viscous and black slowly trickles from it, like tears. Well, I think we found Sapamelik's lair. Don't your body canvas, are you sure you won't be able to fight the demon? I can manage, I don't know what will happen when I go in, but I won't be a burden, ever. If I can't walk it off, I'll crawl to him and gnaw on his ankles, or at least bite his toes off. Let's finish him. I will fight, I'm ready. If not for this, then for what, right? If I kill him now, the mongrels won't have to suffer, ever again. If this is a rehearsal of my death, I'd rather die fighting that fiend than die like this.
This is my path. I will lend you my aid.
Trust in yourself.
Oh.
Anything new?
I'm all ears. There's beauty hidden in the darkest of places. Too bad no one can see it there.
Up to save.
We should move. I stand ready.
The blazes. The demon's grim figure, which resembles a skeleton with glossy skin stretched over it, hovers above you. A sea of eyes glitter hungrily in the darkness. Mongrels have been trained well, and they make not a sound as they await another master's order to attack. My child, you have finally come to me. It took you such a long time to find your father's home. I called and called. I started to think you couldn't hear my call, couldn't feel my touch, but I see that you do. Your body reacts to my presence. Black tears shed for a great sin. They mean my poison has penetrated deep within you. Lann, that's your name, isn't it? I accept you, my prodigal son. I will accept you if you want to join me. How do you want to be initiated? With my poison in the flesh of the innocent, like all of your kin, to build your strength? Or you let me thrust my stinger in you. This will either kill you or make you the greatest of all mongrels. Decide now, while I, your father, feeling benevolent. The game grows darker. Sapamelik is absorbing light. And falls, failing to get up. I'd rather die than serve you. You were not my father, you freak. You know so little, you weak, pathetic mongrel. I made you. You are my creations, and you will return to me. Lies. I mean, you made them, Sapamelik. Mongrels are descendant crusaders who were poisoned by demon folk. Yes, and I was that filth. I was the sweet poison that corrupted them. I'll tell you my story, my naive commander. A long time ago, when stupid mortals thought that one crusade would be enough, angels came down from heaven to fight among you. Oriel, a child of light, led a troop of crusaders deep into the wound. Shut up, you scum. They walked for many days and lost their way. The wasteland seemed a labyrinth to them, as if someone had confused them on purpose. They ran out of food and water. Despair and incredible rabid hunger overtook them. Only Quariel kept going on and demanded the same of them. And then one of the Crusaders said, "He is a stranger, this angel. He is not one of us. If we kill and eat him, he won't be missed, and his holy flesh will give us the strength to get out of here. See how he walks so briskly without tiring? We will gain his strength." The other Crusaders were terrified, but the more their hunger tormented them, the more eagerly they looked upon Quariel. And one night, darkness, they did what they had talked about, the one who planted this idea, and their heads dealt the first blow. And when the feast was over, I shed my Crusader's guise and assumed my true form. I told them I was letting them go home, but that my brand, the brand of sin, would stay with them and their children forevermore. My poison would flow in their veins, and when I gave the order, they would come to me. You are lying! You are lying! So the Mongol ancestors weren't noble crusaders? They are fallen sinners who committed a great and disgusting atrocity. They destroyed a child of light and do not deserve to see the sun. Banished to darkness, doomed to starvation and deformity, the mongrels belong here with me. Flesh imbued with my poison is the only food they need. Serving me is the only life they deserve. I don't believe you. You're just making this up. If I'm lying, why are you squirming before me like a pathetic worm? You, who has not touched my poison or been my servant, if I'm lying, whence the taste of blood and raw flesh on your tongue? Whence the hunger that is currently turning your guts inside out? Shut up, I'll kill you, I'll destroy you, I will. Lann, fight, it's just a demon we've come playing before. You're stronger than this. I am. No, I can't. I let you down, Commander. I'm done. Finish me off. It's better this way. You promised you would be able to fight. I didn't take you for a man who breaks his promises. And of course a smirk. Yes, I promise to fight as much as I can. Give a minute, I'll get up, I can do it, I'll keep my word. Where'd you get these mongrels from? Oh, Commander, don't assume you are the only one with a loyal army. Gathering my children for years, those who thought they had been lost in the caves actually found their true home. See any familiar faces, Lann? Rollo, old Gorham? But it's not possible. They're supposed to be dead. They went missing when I was a kid. My poison doesn't kill mongrels, it gives them life. A long, long life. Those who remained in present also deserve a long life. What about you? Is this how you want to die? Rather die than obey you. My thoughts exactly. Enough talking. It's time to pay for it. Oh no, Commander. While I did receive mythic power from my master, I'm not in the mood to fight now. It's time for me to visit my children in Dresden, the city you abandoned. Without me, they are wandering in darkness, but I will give them power. Too bad you won't be able to follow me. We'll literally be worlds apart. No, you won't touch them. Kill me, but don't touch them. What are you talking about, my child? Of course I'll kill you. Not personally, though. I will leave you to the capable hands of your kin. They may be few, but each of them is worth a dozen experienced soldiers. If you happen to survive the next time we meet, I will have an army. There see even more familiar faces in it, Lann.
Yet another obstacle. Forwards!
Oh, what a shitstorm this is. You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Holy shit, there's more behind us?
Retreat is not an option. Strike with all your might. Kneel before me. You are beyond redemption. Did you see that?
He doesn't know how.
This condition is irrational.
A lot of them, but they're not really durable, were they?
You won't survive me.
Lann is still pale and he's obviously much improved. Strange feeling. I have to stop thinking about my tribe and fulfill my duty as crusader, but I can't. I'm a mongrel. I have a duty to the mongrels too. My heart is like a face now, split in two. My cold-blooded half tells me to forget about my tribe, but my human half is desperate to find a way back to Glorion. Till we do what the Queen sent us here to do, we can't leave this place, right, Commander? Tell me, I need to hear it. Are you alright? Right now I'm fine, I don't even have a headache. But inside, that's another story. Why do I just jump around a little? If anything's come loose inside me, it'll rattle. That way we'll know if I need to run to a healer or if it's too late. A chance to wash my face would be welcome. Maybe I should leave it. I could scare off some passing demons. Do you think he was lying? I want to believe that he's lying, but deep down I know it's true. Our deformities aren't a sign of the valor of our ancestors who fought the wound and sacrificed themselves for the cause. Our deformities brand us as criminals. We're not underground crusaders. We're outcasts who belong in the caves or the abyss. I'll do anything to keep Saul and the others from finding out about this. I'll find Sevamelech and rip his vile tongue out, but that won't change the truth. We are cursed forever. If seduced by a demon, escape punishment. Your generation should pay the debt. I don't know. We're not responsible for ancestors' actions, but we are free to choose our own path. I don't know, I used to think so, but that was before I found out my people dismembered and devoured an angel. That's when my belief in our heroic past and radiant future hit a bit of a rough patch. So I'm sorry I can't find it in me to agree with you. The only thing I know for certain is that Sevamelech must die. We're safe in Dresden no matter what the demon said. Only we can carry out our mission here. You're right, there are plenty of people back in Dresden who will protect the Mongols. The Queen, Irabeth, and Evia. Yes, I'm going to trust in that. But even so, now it's personal. I'll have to go back there and face the demon. We have to keep going. Do what it came to do in the Abyss. There's no other way out. Yes, Commander. The sooner we finish here, the sooner we'll return to Dresden. Thank you for not abandoning me. For your words, I'm going to make that demon regret the day he was spawned. That is my duty. I will see it done, whatever it takes. Bloop, 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 bloop. I shouldn't have done any of this. Shamira is a sham. Red-haired, beautiful demon sits majestically on the throne, an aura of bright light blazing around her. It's not the gentle, life-giving light that shines on Glorion. This light blinds, withers, and makes a person burn with fever, draining their strength. And who do we have here? The latest wanderer from another world coming to seek my patronage? I came here seeking your patronage. So what use can you be to me, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demons serve me. What can your pitiful self offer me that they can't? In truth, there is one thing that you can help me with, Glorion, but the others mustn't know about. Work for me, and I'll grant you a share of my attention and patronage. No doubt you already have heard of Nahyndrian crystals, objects of astonishing power that grant their owner incredible abilities. Everyone at Shamira knows they exist, but no one knows what they are or where to get them. No, except for that smug cow, Shamira. I'd like to find out what they are. My advice is to start by searching a pile of refuse known as the Lower City. Ask for Zyphorian, my predecessor, now a beggar. If that pathetic wretch is still alive, he may know something. Now go, and don't bother returning until you have information I need. Here, take my mark. So the arch near my palace will let you in. I don't want to waste my time waiting while you wind your way back here through the streets of my city with valuable information. The hand of the inheritor addresses you. Of alarm in his words. I see greed in the eyes of this fiend. She is ready to offer you a deal. I sense that more than idle interest lies behind it. We both know the Nahyndrian crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing Shamira to prevent her from creating and unleashing upon us an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet, if you reveal the secrets of the crystals to Shamira, we risk simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make concessions, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon's request. Weigh each of Shamira's words, remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armor your heart, and do only what you must, and what she, with all her promises and charms, will try to convince you to do. And be prepared to find a knife in your back at any moment. So you and Shamira aren't friends, I take it? Be friends with that miserable cow? Of course not. I'm courting her to learn her secrets, but it's a constant struggle not to put her in her place. Baphomet's minions are far too bold here in Shinra. Tell me more about these crystals. Ever heard of Nahyndrian crystals? Ha, Logolorians are so stupid and observant. They're purple crystals possessing grants immense power. Fortunately, only high-ranking servants of Baphomet know where to find them or how to use them. They are used, the crystals, to gain tremendous power, while they strut around the Shinra like they own the place. Where shall I look for Zephorion? In the depths, if he is still alive, the gravity of Nocticulus' punishment would have dragged him to the very bottom of Shinra. Dig through the garbage, talk to vagrants and beggars? Surely don't expect me to do it, do you? Okay. Wonderful. This conversation is beginning to bore me. I gotta go. Now go, and come back when you have something useful. My time is precious. Can't waste it on every mortal who fancies a chat. Probably shouldn't tell her about that mine. That's where my base is, and she might use it to get more crystals and become too powerful. It's all politics, really. Look, where's the foreign? You know where he is? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. It's not my place to gossip with customers. I'm an innkeeper, not a spy. So buy yourself something to drink and stop wasting my time. Special liquor you should try. True rarity. 100,000 gold. I better be compensated for this. Liquor is revolting, serving of rotten meat and mold. The aftertaste is surprisingly tart and pleasant. There's a short, creaky laugh, a swarm of crickets that awaken his lungs. Zephorion, eh? Hardly anyone remembers that name. He was an ambitious son of a bitch, sharp and tenacious. But he was hasty in his attempts to overthrow Nocticula. Their lady in shadow remembers all too well how she was underestimated by the demon lord Viriavexis, so she dealt with Zephorion before he could stab her in the back. She ruined him completely. Well, when that lump of bleeding flesh opened its eyes and moaned, we were shocked. It still lived and breathed. On that day, Zephorion's name was relegated to Shinra's past and forgotten, but I've seen him once or twice among the beggars. He sits on the threshold of Battle Bliss Arena, begging for gold, and no one recognizes him. Nocticula didn't just break his body, but his spirit. So far as I know, he has never tried to take vengeance on her. There's plenty of reasons to want revenge, oh yes. Okay. Piss off, stranger, and stay away from the disease. Do you want to bring crap here? I won't let you in. I have the key to your portal, buddy. You can't stop me. I actually talked to him before, didn't I? Vagrant is repulsive, even by the standards of the Abyss. His lumpy, scarred face makes you think he was put through a meat grinder, then shaped back into a semblance of his former body and left to live out his life. His tall, once impressive figure has been shattered. His arms are covered with protruding lumps of unset bones that are left to heal improperly. The beggar is clad in many layers of dirty, smelly rags onto which hundreds of keys are sewn, from his tiny toy-box keys to a giant cast-iron key that bows a demon's neck almost to the ground. So you're looking for Zyphorian? He's long dead, but that doesn't seem to be stopping you. Well, so what do you want with the dead man? Zyphorian, the master of lies and trickery. Remember fighting him. Do you know about Nahyndrian crystals? There's a tale told in Shamira. The tale of crystals that grant immense power. But what exactly are they, and where do they draw this power? No one seems to know. I've seen something like it only once before. I found the first crystal on the Isle of Baslar, and it seemed to be useless to me. It contained a great deal of power, but it was of no use whatsoever. I meant to give it to my patron, as he would have found a way to use it, but I never had the chance. Some feeble mortal mage managed to steal the crystal from me. He locked himself in a tower, examined the crystal, studied it, and managed to find some use for it. But it was under Nocticula's protection, so I never tried to hunt him down. I bet you're thinking I'm just going to tell you the name you seek, and then you can rush off to have a chat with that mage. Not a chance. The mage wasn't a demon, he was a mortal who served Nocticula's arcane needs back in the day. He kicked the bucket long ago. All that's left of him is the tower in Upper City, locked and protected by magic. Many have tried to get inside in the hopes of stealing something of value, but their remains rotted long ago. No use talking about them now. But you're curious now. You'd like to have a poke around the tower, wouldn't you? Perhaps you could find something of use in there, yes? He takes a single key from his rags, hands it to you with a sweeping gesture. Take it while I'm feeling generous. This will open way into the tower. When I ruled Shamira, I made sure I had a key for every hideout tucked away nook in the city. You never know when they might come in handy. You take this and get lost. No one will throw me a coin with you hanging about. Take a closer look at his self-esteem. Something spiteful and vicious lurks in the depths of the beggar's eyes. He looks like a predator waiting in ambush, or rather a scavenger waiting impatiently for his prey's agony to finally end up so he can enjoy his meal. Whatever his motives, this demon obviously does not wish you well and is already counting down the minutes to your imminent demise. Where's this Isle of Baslar? Yes, Baslar, a wild place, an island in a shire, deserted. No one really cared about it. I had a secluded lair there where I kept all sorts of nasty tricks for Nocticula. Anyone who'd found my den could have made a tidy profit. But not so long ago, the island sank unexpectedly. No point in trying to look for it anymore. Why are these crystals called Nahyndrian? Who knows? It's a whim of fashion. The thing is, they're not actually Nahyndrian at all. Nahyndri was a demon lord, the master of treasures, dungeons, and shiny trinkets. If he'd had crystals such as these, I really doubt Nocticula would have been able to kill him all those centuries ago. Back then, they were just called purple crystals. Purple drank? I think you're lying to me. You're trying to lure me into a trap. You'll probably die there, or maybe you won't, and you'll find out what Shamira wants. It was Shamira who sent you, right? She was the one who turned me into Nocticula back in the day. Now she wants to topple her mistress and take her place. Just as I once tried to. That's why she wants those crappy crystals so much. So be it. Whoever loses the fight, I'll be the winner. I'll savor the outcome. You, Shamira and Nocticula, may you all drop dead, tear each other's throats, and strangle each other with your own intestines. You're all scum. I'll piss on your corpses as they float by on an ocean of your blood. I'll leave it. Enjoy your walk around the ocean. Get bent.
It's worthy of praise.
The inscription is written in an archaic elven script. You recognize the words, "Stranger's home, I see you, and I implore Callistria." It appears to be some kind of protective spell against thieves, but it's lost its power over the years.
Can't hide from me.
Wreckage was once a magical golem. Judging by the many dense remains, it was destroyed by a fierce fight. Corpse of a demon was not strong enough to avoid a magical.
Aha!
See a sturdy door set in a stone arch in the middle of the room. Location seems rather odd, to put it mildly. Attached to the door is a tiny little metal bell with a braided pull. You examine the door, determine if any spells on it. You see spells enshrouding both the door and the bell, judging by the nature of the spells belong to the Conjuration School. Examine the door closely. It's an ordinary door, judging by the intricate carvings on the door. It's of elvish make. Bell screws unremarkable, although the bell pull is covered in ornate pattern. There's nothing unusual about the door rather than its location. Let's ring the bell. The door swings open, the ephemeral form appears in the opening. Looks like a soap bubble, and then on the other side of the door, you can just make out hazy interior, very small trinket-filled room, typical ambience of a Glorian inn. Okay. Clutching the door handle, a skinny figure falls through the soap bubble. The bubble cracks and pops, dissolving into thin air. The door slams shut, cautiously touching the stone floor. The unexpected guest rises slowly to his feet. Seems storyteller, or it is undoubtedly him, is quite surprised.
I'll make my own legend.
Bro, what you doing here? Storyteller's head swivels around with bewilderment. His hands reached next door and examined everything around him. Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? I remember the sound of that breathing. Durden, is that you? Thank the gods it is you. Where are we? If you don't mind me asking, what brought you here? How did you get here? A good question, judging by the demon speech I hear. We're in the abyss, correct? Then I suppose I was brought here by a portal. It was most likely activated by you. This portal must have been charmed specifically to deliver me here from wherever I have been. I hope it will send me back the same way. Not the least. You were unlikely to have charmed it this way. If you had, you wouldn't be so surprised by my appearance. It means the spell was cast in the past, and my past, the one I'm looking for. I have to admit, find this quite intriguing and perplexing. This place where we are, it's a tower, isn't it? Yes, I'm right, a tower. Why'd you need this portal? Thanks to you, I now remember that in the past I was the court mage of the Lady in Shadow. Probably then that I created this portal to conveniently travel from the abyss to Glorion. I came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. You were looking for the heart of the tower. Yes, I studied its capabilities here in Shamira. You must have seen the socket it was placed in. Unfortunately, the details of my research are hidden from me by the gloom of oblivion. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I'd see something else in my past. Do you know where to get one of these? Do they come from the mines, or maybe the bottom of the sea? The elf takes a delicate compass from his bag, the needle of which is slowly but constantly spinning. I sense power we are all looking for. My hands have touched it. The past. In the past I do not remember. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can say this little trifle to help you. Explore the caves here. When you are near the crystal, the compass will let you know. See? The sense of recognition is truly astounding. I definitely used to live here, and if there are no other claimants, I'm ready to become the owner of this tower again. Be my guest any time. I know while you're here, I found a page that might interest you. You're right, not a piece of evidence, I forgot. His voice becomes younger and more energetic. Sitting at the top of my tower, in my right hand is a goblet of warmed wine, and my left a bark-covered notebook. I breathe in the ash floating in the air. The wine leaves a bitter taste of soot on my lips. It's been about 100 years since I returned to Galorion from the Abyss. 100 years spent on research, hard work, and rare journeys. I turn the page of the notebook. The wisdom of elves and the cunning of Demon Lord Baphomet are gathered here. There is a description of how the purple crystals from Shamira works, and my own observations about Riftcarver, the Demon Lord Discari's scythe. I know everything written in it by heart, but I keep paging through it all the time. Touching these pages makes me hopeful and strengthens my resolve. I have gathered everything I need to connect Galorion with another plane. I'm close to saving the smoldering embers of Galorion, hiding them from the earthfall. Just a little bit more, a decade or 100 years, and everything will be ready for the ritual. A cold shiver runs down my spine, and I smile. Kaini is trying to get me into my tower again. A world of ruins presents many opportunities for a thief. Forgotten ancient treasures left by their owners are there for the taking. These objects, not so precious nowadays, but they can fetch a good price in other planes. However, my friend stubbornly continues to try and evade protective traps in my tower. No. You got caught. Predictable. The tree guards safely entangled Kaini in their branches. We got to the 3rd floor of the tower. Nice try. I smile, sip my wine, and turn the page of the notebook. My friend will have to wait a little while before he's released. I'll finish my wine first. Continue. Kaini takes a tiny goblet from my hands, but is not in a rush to drink it. You would learn so much if you didn't sit here guarding your secrets, he says to me. I smile. Not every secret must belong to the world, my friend. Precious stones lose their shine when they pass through 100 hands. In the same way, knowledge is distorted, and truth turns into tall tales. This is why I sit in my tower guarding what I have created and what I have obtained from others. My friend only shrugs and stops talking, dissatisfied with my answer. I start to think, when did Kaini and I drift apart? He blames me for dragging my feet. He says I should have opened a rift to the other planes as soon as I returned to Galorion. And now it's too late. The jewels of our civilization have already perished. The rest, well too. He thinks we've lost and my research is simply dangerous. I don't answer his reproaches, for they are somewhat fair. We could have tried to save Galorion 100 years ago. When Nauticula, my former lady in shadow, upheld her part of the bargain and decrypted Baphomet's notes. But instead of fulfilling the goal I set for myself, I decided to spend a little more time on my research and preparation. It will take a year, I told Kaini back then, but after a year I needed 2 more, and then 10 more years. The world was falling apart around me and I still lingered. Still, why are you taking so long to connect other planes? I don't know. My actions are unclear even to myself. I seem to have burned out. I looked at people surviving on Galorion and realized I don't want to save them anymore. Who needs a handful of rabble who have already forgotten how to write? Goodbye with vocabulary of 30 words. I haven't abandoned my idea. Oh no, I will see it through sooner or later. It's my life's work. I can't just abandon it. But now? Why is Kaini against opening the portal now? My friend thinks it's too late. The experiment is merging the planes will be dangerous for the entire universe. Who knows what consequences the emerging will have on the plane I choose. What if I happen to merge Galorion with Heaven, and Earthfall happens to it too? Before, when Galorion's civilizations were still fighting, together we could have surmounted Earthfall's consequences. But now it is no doubt that the only war and death await us after we merge planes. Continue. It happened, what I had been expecting for the last 10 years, what I was ready for. Kaini, my friend, took advantage of my hospitality and stole my research notes. They contain knowledge I gathered over the years from the most dangerous sources and have only partially deciphered them. Some of that knowledge will be lost forever. He didn't even leave a goodbye note. He just left, never to return. Standing at the top of the tower, with the goblet in my hand, there is no anger, no sadness in my soul, just doomed emptiness and fatigue. I bring my lips to the wine, but taste nothing. We go our separate ways from here, my former friend. I used to adore our friendship, looking for approval in your eyes, but now it has become a burden. It dried out. Your shriveled orange peel. I inhaled deeply, filling my lungs, tossed the wine from my goblet. Entering my laboratory, I open the secret door and take the real notes, not the skillfully crafted decoy I put for Kaini. I will finish my life's work and merge the planes. Even if there's no longer any point, I can't do otherwise with it. I feel exhausted suddenly, like I'm feeling my entire weight all over the years I've lived. It's not the end of my story, and other secrets of my past yet to uncover. I suspect it's difficult for you to carry your missions surrounded by enemies. I'd like to help. Unfortunately, I'll not be able to bring your allies or reinforcements through this portal. Supplies, however. When I return to Glorion, I will buy some travel necessities. If you need anything, just ring this bell and I will deliver them to you.
March on. Onwards.
Anything hotter, colder?
Let us be off.
Looks like one. What? Okay, apparently I need to bring the party here for some reason. Camouflage tunnel, eh?
Let's move.
Oh, you're red hot. You're red hot. You're almost there. What's going to happen?
I tire.
Are there going to be some kind of crystal golem or demon or something come out? Where's it?
We will be
What did I tell you?
victorious.
Ancient cannabis crystal. Okay, I get it.
Retreat is not an option. We can do it.
Or everyone just stand with your thumbs up your ass. That works. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Legs are shaking.
Of course, you had to bleed me for a fucking resurrection scroll, didn't you?
I'll make my own adventure. Adventure bears the weight.
Oh, storyteller. Take this crystal, what do you see? Storyteller takes the crystal and his face becomes twisted with evil and rage, and a screeching cry bursts from his lips. Bloody stain spreads across your chest, and the storyteller visions once again burst to your mind, just as they did in Kennebrass when you bought him the stone chisel. My wings take me higher and higher, stirring the storms. But even they cannot disperse the ball of darkness hanging in front of me. Stupid little maggot, you think you can fly as high as me? My cheeky opponent does not answer, and the wound into my heart continues to gush streams of blood, tainting the feathers of the bolt, the black bolt, and dripping them into the dark waters of Ishayar. There is something wrong with this wound. My strength is dwindling too quickly. This means there is no time to waste. I'll grab her, scrunch her up, cut her with my claws, and throw her in the very bottom of the abyss. Quickly changing the direction of my flight, I rush forward and hit the center of the dark cloud. Well, where are you now? My chest is thrust forward, ready to take any blow, and my claws are cutting through the air, but she is not here. She deceived me. The dark cloud was a fake. Where are you? Her triumphant laughter echoes over the black ocean. So insulting, so insolent and impetuous. Someone catch the laughter, choke it. Your mind is confused, adrenaline pounds your veins. By force of will, you manage to overcome this madness and concentrate on the storyteller's screeching voice. Who are you? You don't know me? I'm the demon lord Alenithia, lady of the harpies, sweet-voiced mistress, and seductive peril. My wings can embrace a mountain, and all the abyss know my name. Who are you fighting? That pathetic upstart Nocticula. She attacked me without warning and wounded me, and now she is hiding in her shadows, thinking she can get away from me. Your pathetic leathery wings can't compare with mine. And what are you fighting for? For power, for might, for superiority, for the right to fly over these endless waters, for the right to seduce the unlucky ones of choosing. One of us will perish, the other one will rise and get everything the loser owns, and I will be the one to triumph. How will it end? She will win, overpower me, weaken my spirit, and my body will drop into the waters of Ishayar. The elf's voice becomes lower and lower, becoming denser and stronger, like a stone that has decided to talk. For now I am blood. I set and thicken. I grow firmer, stronger. I crystallize. I gain edges. Power lies dormant in me, and I lie dormant in the dark. A dark, heavy stone slab seems to fall on your back, but this is not enough to break you. Stubbornly straightening your neck, continue to listen, storyteller's monotonous voice. Are you on the island of Athenia, the one the shore is built on? Yes, my body became stone, my flesh turned firmament, and the power in it made me expand and swell, on the island and everything hidden within it. I thought the souls of demon lords went to the rift of repose after death. Yes, but not me, the one I used to be. She was supposed to get to a secret place, but someone stopped her, locked her in this body. She didn't want those who befell at her hand to return. She found a way to lock their power in their remains, and the power is still there. What will happen to you next? You will take me out. Your hands will take me out of the cavern. This is where the road to the past, when open to me, ends. It leads to this very moment, but I see something else, a future, possible future. Drops of spittle fly from his mouth. His speech becomes furious and garbled, the voice trembling with tension. It hurts. The crystal is so huge. She is implanting it, sewing into my living flesh. My flesh. And it oozes power, soaping my flesh in blood, flowing into my veins. I am rage. I am agony. I am of violence made flesh. Becoming the storyteller's rage, seizing your mind, you get through the stream of insults and mangled words flying from his lips. His voice. And why it's trembling. You feel the thirst for blood, the heat that pulses through the warrior before an imminent fight, the pride swelling within the demon that is speaking through the storyteller, the power that he yearns to feel as soon as possible, the duty that he intends to embrace with honor. Who are you and whom do you serve? I'm a humble demon whose name doesn't matter. From now on, everyone will call me Horned Horror. Lady Habzurima, will lead me into battle where I crush your enemies. No, I will destroy them with horrifying grunting, and I will rip their pathetic flesh from their meager carcasses. Who is implanting the crystal into you? Mustafison, the cunning one with snake eyes, one of the fosterlings of the upstart Arilu. My mistress Shamira ordered him to do it. She has many such crystals, and I am not the first or last to have this done to them. Mustafin is a weak and mortal spawn, but he improves with practice. You see, I am alive, unlike pathetic unfortunates who went first. What fight awaits you? You're going to fight Nauticula. The winged upstart has been troubling our Lord Baphomet for too long, trying to remove her from the board. How do you expect to defeat Nauticula in her dominion? We have followers of Shamira. They will strike from the inside, cripple her, drain her blood, and then our army will bring down its might upon given to us by miraculous crystals, and Nauticula and her pathetic servants will follow. Okay. Vision fades, and with it, terrible heat in your chest. The old elf comes back from the dream with a helpless sigh. What a horrible vision. I am completely exhausted. I never expected to touch memories of fallen demon lord who never found peace in the rift of repose. Shared a vision with you again. When you brought me the stone chisel and cameras, strange, could be those two objects are connected? To each one, rather, or to you? The crystals are demon blood. Yes, hardened blood in which spiritual power of the perished demon lord is sealed. In this case, the power of Lann, who was killed in battle, locked in her own remains this unusual way. The city is built on Lan's corpse. In a manner of speaking, yes. After the spiritual power of Lann did not go to the Rift of Repose, Nauticula began to transform her dead body, forcing it to expand and assume a more solid static form. I can only guess what a nightmare this imprisonment was for Lan's spiritual essence. And the stone grant powers. Suppose that happens as a result of some merging process, after which unspent power of a demon lord will literally flow into the body of the one who uses stones. What is the Rift of Repose? Where the souls of fallen demon lords go after death, they usually return to their own abyssal realms. But if death finds them again, a year passes, the abyss dumps them in a cemetery. The stone rift full of fog, the souls of the grand demonic dead turn to stone statues and stand for eternity, slowly becoming threaded with cracks and gradually falling to ruin. It is kingdom of decline and decay. A visit there might serve as a good lesson to those who believe in their own might and deem themselves invincible. That makes sense. I've had a brilliant idea. The stone knife you showed me in Kenneris. Do you still have it? Can I examine it again? That's in my stash, isn't it? Alright guys, in any case, I guess I'll cut it out for now. We'll turn that quest in back next episode. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Check me out all over the internet. Bye bye for now.